like you're saying, is they don't understand. They wouldn't get it.
Yeah, they think,
a
wow,
teenager
I do
would
bad
get
things
it.
and I get a cake.
Exactly. You need to have boundaries with your kids. But I think coming at it from a perspective, from the parent's point of view, a perspective of like treating them as someone with value and going like, it's not my job to just make them obey just so that they respect me as the parent. Like, it's my job to help teach them how to be an adult someday. Like,
That's great.
I'm trying to
What you're
get
saying.
them from point A to point B, basically. And how do I do that? And I think one of the ways is to be that example of grace and love. I think, one big thing that being a parent has taught me is my kids mirror me, and it's scary sometimes because I see things that I don't want to see in myself. And there was a time
Where did you learn that? Oh, wait.
yeah, there was a time where I
Oops, she
literally
must have
came.
mirrored me.
I came to the realization one time that my kids were whining and complaining all the time because I was doing it not in a 2-year-old tantrum way, but I was doing it in a complaining with just saying things all day long, like, oh man, I can't believe that person drove that way, or man, I don't want to do this, or I don't want to do that, or man, I didn't get enough sleep and I'm really tired, saying that stuff all day long. And I made a conscious choice to try to like be careful what I said. And man, within a few days, they got better too.
Wow.
It was crazy to me.
Wow.
But I think so. One of those things is modeling modeling those things to your children. But I think also just seeing them as like having grace with them too, in a sense of like realizing that they're only human, and they're not only are they human, but they're young and they don't know these things yet.
Right.
And so having that compassion on them of when you go to discipline them, if not just coming down on them like, man, they're these horrible people and treating them as such because they messed up, but you're a normal human being who makes mistakes just like I do, and being willing to like help guide them on a better path.
That's funny. You're saying that, and it's funny. I was thinking exactly like, almost like this. I'm not trying to put words in God's mouth, but like God's perspective, all that, and it reminded me, like, the Old Testament. The Old Testament difficult sometimes to understand. I think if you haven't studied it and you don't understand the Old Covenant, you don't understand why He did the things that are written there, how they are, and there's a very specific reason it was like that. However, I was thinking about a second ago, just all the words you were saying. I was like, man, like that's how I perceive God. It's like, oh man, like I know, my kids I know they're human and I know they're gonna make mistakes, but I'm there to help just guide them, and I love them and I'm there for them, and sometimes I have punished, but I love them and I'm here for them.